Welcome back to YOLO stupid ass. Now, just like I promised, I'm back and we about to break down identity IQ. Now, just like we promised, we're gonna get into rebuilding our credit, and today we're gonna break down identity IQ. Now, identity IQ was one of the websites or application, whatever you prefer, PC or phone, I recommend it to monitor your credit repair. So that way you can see all three bureaus at one time. Now, as you can see here, it shows report and scores. Three bureau credit report. So it's going to have a reference number, the date. You see, this is old. So I'm just using this for educational purposes only. It's going to come with your links, quick links, credit score, summary, account history, inquiries, creditor contacts, customer customer statement. Now, the customer statement is when you call the credit bureau. That's why you see TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Now, pretty much you can see on here, I have fraud alerts on TransUnion and Experian. It should have been on Equifax. For some reason, they didn't post it. Now, if you call them and you could tell them to add anything you want on your customer statement. All creditors will read this, see this. So pretty much when you got an active fraud alert, what it does is it prompts the creditor to give you a call or the bureaus to give you a call and make sure that it's you trying to use your credit, which is a good tool to have, and then, it shows your personal information. And, I'm not going to go too much into personal information. You know how your name is spelled, whatever on your ID, the address, the name, spelling, punctuations, everything should be as it is on your ID on your consumer report. Now, after your personal information, it's going to show a score in your rank and then a scale, pretty much from each bureau. So pretty much you can see this TransUnion 688, 691, 683. And like I said, this is me on my journey up. I'm sharing with you guys. This isn't current. We're going to get to my current status so I can let you guys know. We're going to get to my current status and I'm going to let you guys know. I don't have to cap you down. You feel me? Well into the 700s, shooting for the eights as well. And I just want to share this because it cost me about $50. Like I said, those three recommended books and this a little reading and education. You feel me? So it gives you the three credit scores. It's gonna be different, but they should be somewhere in the same range typically. But like I said, once you get the Experian app, you don't have to worry about what your credit score is. You just gonna worry about your FICO. And then any notes that they have as far as risk factors, each bureau will have their own notes to say, hey, the date that you open your oldest account is too recent, lack of significant credit history, lack of significant relevant real estate, account information. You have too many accounts that were open recently, so things like that. Now, this page here is pretty much the summary. Now, when I say you guys need to understand what you're looking at, break it down. Just stare at it. Read everything on here so that way you can grasp the information. Because all this is data. Numbers, you know what I'm saying? In the corporate world, it's just called data. Analytics. This is all it is. So your total accounts. You want to make sure all your totals accounts, like you see, it's three different accounts here. So that means there's some discrepancies, some inaccuracies, some late reporting. That's already showing me there's something going on. It ain't too far off, but either somebody's too far up or somebody's too far behind, So you want to look at that. Look at your total accounts on each one. And like I said, this app here will break that down for you. Oh, total open accounts, it's going to tell you how many accounts you have open, how many accounts you have closed. If you have any delinquencies, late payments, you know what I'm saying? Forget to pay, you whatever excuse you have, whatever derogatory or delinquency you have, it's going to be here. Collections, if you have any collections account, it's going to show your balances, and that's total balance of debt. All the debt you owe accumulated will show in the balance portion of this. And then your payments, whatever you're paying, your monthly payments is in total, you know what I'm saying, to pay that balance off, it will shows. Public records, anything you have public records, and then whatever your inquiries are, it will shows. So basically, when you're looking at the credit summary, it's going to show you, each credit bureau's total number of accounts, open accounts, closed accounts, your delinquent accounts, derogatory accounts, your collections accounts, all the accounts you have that's in collections, the total balances of all your debt, the payment that you're paying on your debt, public records, inquiries. And like I said, you want to make sure all those numbers are the same. You should be seeing the same tree of the same number. You should be seeing tree of the same numbers. You should be seeing tree of the same numbers. So if your total accounts is 12, it should be somewhere 12, 12, 12. Or 12, 13, 11. Or, you know what I'm saying, one or two numbers off, as you can see. But we probably do have some discrepancies during this time because, like I said, this is old, and I was in the process of building. I just want to show you guys the steps and how I went and organized and looked at the data on the consumer report. Okay, so we get into one of the first accounts. Now, you see it's going to show the creditor. Whoever the creditor may be, it's going to show that company name right there, top left corner. This one happened to be Discover. And as you can see, right underneath it is going to have each credit bureau name. TransUnion, Experian, Equifax. And in those columns, it will show all the data. If your data was reported correctly, as you can see in this one, everybody but Equifax reported the information. They was probably slow behind. Who knows? Like I said, this is old, but I want you guys to look at this is how you're going to structure your dispute letters. When we get into making dispute letters, I want you to be able to read the information. You can't just jump in, make a dispute letter, and you don't know what you're disputing. That's why I said educate yourself. Just a little bit, a little reading. Educate yourself, but I'm going to walk you through it. Educate yourself, but I'm going to walk you through it. So, as you can see, the account number should be the same in each column. The account type should be the same in each column. The account type details should be the same in each column. The bureau code should be the same in each column. Now, this one was a AU. I'm not sure why it's showing terminated. Whatever case may be, somebody help me out on that one. But account status, open, monthly payment, it's gonna show you monthly payment. The date you open the account, it should be the same across the board. This showing two different dates, so that's a discrepancy. The original card holder, probably gotta mark up with them. It's gonna show the balance on the card. Notice there is no balance, so that's another thing we're gonna go in. There's no balance on the card. Number of month terms on there, the highest credit on there, your credit limits on there, the past due amount, your payment status, your last reported date, any comments on that card, date last active, date of last payment. And all this information should be identical. Any red flags, highlighted, and we're gonna move that account over. If everything look good, and it's yours and it's good standing, leave it alone. If you see some late payments on there, As you can see on this one, you scroll underneath all the data, it show the payment history. So if it's not green bean, then that means you had some late payments. You had some bumps in the road. Now, what I recommend when it comes to late payments, one thing I did was I went back and I checked any account that I may have called them and said, hey, I'm going to be late. Could you guys give me time to pay, or can I move my payment date? I'm pretty good at calling them when I'm going to be late, to set that foundation. And if it's some companies, don't get me wrong, but I know I've called and I've had 5-6 late payments removed, backdated on my Capital One card. Certain creditors allow you, big companies, I would say, allow you to miss a certain number of payments that they can backdate within a year. So if you can do that before you try to dispute payments, I will personally tell a client or future client to, hey, pull up your bank statements and see if they credit any of those late fees. Because if they did, now you have real proof that, hey, I was not late. Because they would send that correction, and you can really go to your phone and pull up your statements and it will show that. So, they will put that correction on the following bill. So if you was late in October and they corrected it in October, then you would see that correction for your November bill, and it would show that credited. So what you would do is then you would contact the credit bureaus and you would send them that bill and say, hey, please correct this inaccurate information. I reached out to the creditor and we discovered that, no, I was credited back those late payments. So that is an inaccurate statement that you guys have as far as that late payment on my history. And then you submit your documentation. Now, if you submit your documentation when you know you're correct and they tell you it's been verified, then they're not doing their job, because you truthfully and honestly contacted your creditor and you guys fixed the situation and you have proof. So then that just shows you the loophole on the bureau side, because when submitting some of these documents, and I know I experienced this, that they would tell you, swear up and down, and I had all the paperwork. They swore up and down that account belonged to me, and it didn't. So, they fought me, but we eventually got that removed. So keep your documentation, and then that what opens up the grounds and the leverage for you to really sue. When you've done everything right, and a lot of people, like, it was a lady, and I'm gonna bring up the footage of this too. The lady who was doing fake police reports and all that. I'm gonna tap into that too, because guys, if it's a loophole to do it negative, there's a loophole to do it the right way. So just do it the right way. You don't have to forge a police report when you can go to the police department and get a real legitimate police report. If you really had identity theft or your wallet been stolen, 9 times out of 10, all my dudes out there, I know y'all done lost a wallet before. I done lost 20 wallets, but I was always smart enough to lose a wallet, call my cars off, and go file a police report. So it's documented that, hey, I did lose a wallet. So if something came back on my report, guess what? I had an official police report. Like, hey, somebody broke in my car and took my shit back. My wallet and stuff was in there. They ran up that on my credit. I don't know. I filed a police report back in the day, before I knew the importance. You know what I'm saying? I knew certain ins and outs, documenting things. But now I understand the importance. Like, man, once I started understanding these things, I was like, oh, you know what? I do got this. I can go do this and do that. So it's loopholes, man. Y'all just need somebody to give y'all the sauce, man. I don't want nothing from y'all. I told y'all I'll never sell y'all an ebook. I'm going to give y'all this shit raw, straight, uncut. We're going to read together. We're going to break this shit down. It's easy. So, like I said, you break down all the columns, make sure everything accurate to the best of your ability, and categorize whatever that is. Like, this is a credit card. Put all your defaulted derogatory items on one side, highlight it. I like to have my stuff printed out because I like to feel, touch, and I still like to highlight. And all these phones, cool, but I still got to print it out and have everything in front of me. That's why I'll be like, people are, oh, we just get AI to do this, that, cool. I like to think and use my brain sometimes. I might use that, but I'm still going over that, looking over that, touching, feeling that. If you feel me, you feel me. You're a little stupid. But yeah, I just want to be serious right now. We're going to play later, but I want you guys to get a hold of the information and let y'all know the information we giving y'all going to be 100, man. And we going to have the documentation and the proof to let y'all know that we did this for ourselves. And we really doing it as a courtesy to run our channel and our views up. You feel me? Because we got bigger and better plans going. So we definitely want everybody rocking with us to have good credit, because when we get to dropping that merch and all that, we want y'all swiping them cards. Yeah. Go on, give back from all the sauce we've been giving y'all. Go on, buy the merch and all that. So yeah. We ain't gotta sell y'all no ebook. No, yo, little stupid. That's why yo, little stupid. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be on this boy clowning, man, and leveling up. So most definitely. Break down each column, make sure everything is verbatim and exact and precise as it should be, compared to your license and your social security card and any mail you get going to your mailing address or whatever house you're legally staying at. And then let's see. I mean that's pretty much everything on your report. Like, as far as it's just gonna have accounts and a lot of data. And okay, and another thing, it's gonna show you your inquiries. Like your inquiries, everybody you reached out to run your credit. So say you want to go get a car, you looking at that new G-Wagon. I just seen they got the new G-Wagon doing the 360s by itself. So now you ain't even got to know how to whip the Hellcat. They probably gonna have to wheel this spinning. Y'all want to spin and burn out? They got the car that's gonna do it for y'all. You little stupid ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see what life hack unless a nigga shooting at you and you want to go in 360 on the whip. You know what I'm saying? Dodging bullets type shit. I don't know what mode you gonna use to spin out 360 unless you just at the stoplight and you like, fuck, I'm gonna hold up traffic and just, whip it. You know what I'm saying? Automatically, though, in a G-Wagon. But, yeah, all your inquiries pretty much is going to show. So if you got that new G-Wagon, you see it's going to show creditor name. It's probably going to say Mercedes. You know what I'm saying? Type of business it is, auto, the date, and, whatever bureau pulled it. So as you can see, I got a couple of bureaus pull my stuff. Like I said, I just got my stuff up. And, I went ahead looking for a mortgage. Bang, bang. As you can see, had a couple of lenders running my score and things like that. And also got approved for some credit cards. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them guys who came from the mud, only having that $300 and $500 credit card. So I get it. I understand it. So now I just want to share it, because I see the difference. It changed. It hit different going out of town. And you got down there 10, 20K on one card. I can go put a rental, week stay, and we kicking it, we eating good. We ain't tripping. It's different. It's different going out of town on that $300, $500 credit card, and you got a budget on cash. So you put the room on there, they got the deposit on there, then you barely get the rental. You want the rental for 3 days, but you got to say you want it for 1 day because, deposit going to be, you know what I'm saying? I did all that. So now I can enjoy and I can see okay, this all I was missing as far as, having credit. Get yourself out of that $300, $500. We too old. Well, I can't even say we because I got a lot of young cats that tune in to the channel. So I don't want y'all youngins being 30 and 40 not understanding what credit is and not having anything, because that's the boat a lot of guys I was in. You feel me? In my 30s, no credit, thinking cash is king, and now they take the cash from you. Now you gotta have credit. You know, you having a business and you running all cash and not having no leverage on the credit side. You know, it's gonna run you in the hole. So it's just like understanding, learning, and growing. So I've learned these past 3 years. So what I want to do is I want to share. And I feel like it cost me nothing but a small investment to myself. And like I said, the only investment I want to get from you all, buy the merch, buy a t-shirt, show your appreciation, because I'm definitely going to help change your life. The information I'm giving y'all is so factual. Google anything I tell you. But you ain't got to Google it because I make it so simple. I'm breaking down the proof. Everything coming with receipts, man, that you don't want to take back to the store. You feel me? This is no refund policy right here. This information going to change you, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, sister, cousin, nephew, sister, you know what I'm saying, the generation. It's just what you going to do with the profit. What you going to do with the profit of the information that you gain, as long as you apply it and then you invest it wisely so you don't have to go backwards is the key. You feel me? We ain't trying to go backwards. We trying to keep moving forward. So I want to thank you guys for tapping in once again. Yo, little stupid. You feel me? So we'll be back again. We're going to break down the Experian app. And we're going to break down Credit Karma. Like I said, I'm going to give y'all the game. And I'm going to show y'all why I feel Experian is the best app to have on this journey. Make sure y'all leave a comment, like, subscribe to my channel. And, hey, let's get the building and leveling up. And, hey, don't forget, man, drop them comments. I want to see them comments you did, because we're going to be going live and we're going to be getting this channel popping. You did. Salute. Until next time, run that credit up and don't take a day off. No slacking.